Good morning, guys. Welcome to Coffee and Craft with me, Laura.
And me, Alison.
So it's Tuesday. It's a wet, rainy, horrible Tuesday. But I think we're still getting the aftermath of good old Storm Bry out there.
All Bry.
Hope you're all safe out there.
So good job, I like your name, Brian.
What's the thing with Brian?
I don't know. It just rolls off the tongue now.
Okay.
There we are.
Don't question the likes of Brian.
We'll take that one.
If you're a Frank, a Brian. What else do I like?
I don't
Norm,
know.
Marv, Cecil.
There's not so many baby Franks anymore, are there?
I like Frank.
No.
It's a good dog name,
Someone needs
Frank.
to bring it back. Yeah.
Frank the Tank.
Okay.
Just need a celeb to
But,
call him Frank and then it'll be good to
We
go.
do. I love a bit of Frank. Frank Butcher. Anyway.
That's the Frank I think. I can't see my
Oh my word, this is going in strange
don't know.
places.
Already.
Already.
You need more coffee.
Yeah.
They moan when I have 5. They moan when I have 1. I can't. So maybe I'll just go for 3 next week and see how we go. Is
Go
it?
for the middle ground.
Middle
I
ground.
would.
I know. I can't load it. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get your comments and it's just not loading up. I will find
They
you.
are there.
We've had
Owen's on
There
the
we
case.
are. There we are.
We're there.
Woohoo. Let's make sure it's muted now. Don't want to hear my own voice.
No, that's
There
a
you
bit
go.
Good morning,
scary.
girls. I'm seeing you all now. Hi,
You've done
guys.
one more thing more than Owen normally does, so congratulations on that one.
So
He
we've
just
had,
loves the sound of his voice. That's the thing, you know.
Does he?
Can't
Oh,
give it
dear,
a-
dear.
You love the sound of his voice as well.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
It's a bit of bro love, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's a bromance. Tonic
Yeah.
bromance. in the
Exactly.
making. Yeah, so we had a few questions through. More tutorials probably than anything. in
Yeah.
there. So you wanted to crack on with the... Oh, I'm just going to answer a quick question first. Naomi, hello. You posted up this morning a question about the coffin box die. And what you basically said was, can you tell me if there should be an outside die to cut out the RAP die on the coffin box? No, there isn't. It'll just cut out the shape.
It cuts the shape out and you just
Stick it on.
stick the shape on. That's basically what it does. So there is no outer edge for that.
Yes. So don't worry
There's
about
only so much space that we have on a die, and you know, if there's room for an outer edge, then we tend to put an outer edge, but sometimes there isn't any room, so that's the reason there's no outer edge for that one.
Hang on a second. Adele
Hello.
Dunn. My name is Laura, not Lisa.
I like Lisa more.
Yeah.
I quite like Lisa actually, but you know.
Owen and Simon.
That's a really good
And
point.
Simon.
It's a really good.
Right,
It's a really good point, Lisa. I think
Adele,
that-
you need more coffee as well, my love, I think.
Oh,
Don't worry about it. You call
We'll
me
share.
what you want. That's
We'll
fine.
share.
within
coffee.
certain limits, though. I think
Within
yes.
limits.
Yeah.
Let's not go down that road again.
No.
Eh? Anyway, Al. So what are we going to go with first, my love?
we're going to go with Aisha's question, and she's asking, how easy is it to put the bow together? Excuse my voice today, I've got a bit of a cold. From the Easel Creator die set. So if you're wondering what the bow is, this is the die set and this is how it comes to you. And this is the bow. And I suppose if you look at that for the first time, it does look a little bit scary, but it's not. It's really easy. So I've already cut one out to save a bit of time. And I've cut it with a different colour on the back this time, just to give you another variation, and maybe you'll be able to see exactly what I'm doing then. So first things first, take your bone folder, and if you've subscribed to this month's kit, then you've got the bone
Nailed
folder.
it. There aren't actually that many left now. We are.
Oh heck.
We are down to very.
Probably about
I don't know.
5, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's,
Wow.
we haven't checked this morning, but there was only 30 left.
Is this one the
Yesterday.
most wanted?
Yes, by the looks of things,
Looks
yes.
like it.
I can understand
Bone
that.
folder.
Bone folder.
I can understand that.
So yeah, if you haven't done it already, I'd recommend for you to go over pretty much straight away. Maybe wait until the end, but you want to run the risk.
If you want.
But yeah, go over to toniccraftkit.co.uk and purchase a monthly or quarterly subscription, and you can get that bone folder for free.
There we go. So I'm just using the bone folder just to curl the ribbon part, not the bow end, you know, the tail's end. So you've got that sort of shape then. I'm trying to get it on the camera so you can see it.
It's like a curly fish.
It is. It's like the curly fish you put on your hand. So we've kind of got a nice ovally look to it. So then it's a little bit of glue in the centre. And that is just where you've got the crossbar. I've just put a little bit of glue just there. And then bring your one side in. Hold it for a couple of seconds just so it grabs. Whoops, not long enough. Because you've got a little bit of spring in this, it does want to spring back open. So it may take a little bit longer than you would normally expect your paper to take.
It's just a happy bow, that's all.
It is a happy bow.
It's excitable.
Yes. So we're going to put another little dab of glue and bring the other side in. And again, it's just a few seconds. It doesn't take long. Just hold that.
Don't worry, Adele, I do forgive you. She's asking my forgiveness.
Oh, we always forgive. So now you're going to take the tail end. So that's this little bit here. And you wrap it around. So you can go around 3 times. If you keep wrapping, then you see the underneath of the card. So you see the back end of it. If you've got a double-sided paper, then that's a nice effect to have. I don't know whether you can see that any closer. So that's quite nice. You know, you've got the 2 different colours in one. If you've got it that you don't want to see the back end, then that's where we start. So wrap it around, and then on your last wrap, turn it back on itself, and then glue that.
Now,
and
could
then,
you use fabrics on these dies out?
oh, I've not tried it, but you possibly could, but it would need that stiff enough fabric ironed onto there. They would do felt.
Yeah.
They would definitely do felt. I've not tried it, but that's definitely a good one to try. I'm not a big fabric.
It'd be nice for hairbands and that, wouldn't it?
Exactly,
really?
exactly. So that's your 2 ways. So you either flip it over at the back so you see the right side, or you carry on wrapping and you can see the other side. So like I say, fantastic if you've got double-sided paper.
It's lovely. It's so simple as
It
well.
is simple. What I would do then is put a little bit of glue on the back just to hold that in place, and that's your bow done.
Do you know, I might have a crack at these fabric bows.
There we are. Give it a go then, and then you can
how
let
they rock.
everybody know.
Does anybody else do fabric ones out of these?
Oh,
Let us know. I want to know how versatile they may be. But there we are. So
that's the first
Aisha,
demo.
there we go. That should be nice and straightforward for you now. You'll be cracking away at those bows all afternoon. I'm sure you'll have about 100 of them. But right, so Sharon, our lovely Sharon, she has said she's considering purchasing the beautiful bloom die. Is there any way to show how to use the flower shaping tool on the blooms?
Okie dokie. So I've just cut 2 different shape flowers. We've got some, I can't remember the names of them, I'm sorry. They've all got all different names. Mine are all in one pack and they're a little bit mixed up. I do apologise. And I've cut some of the daisy shape ones. So in your flower shaping kit, you have, mine are very well worn as you can see. You have your foam mat, which is lovely and squidgy. You have 3 tools, even though I've only got 2 of them here. There is a third. I think is a slightly smaller end than that one. And you have a tweezers. So that's what comes in your flower shaping kit. So there's lots of ways you can shape these, depending on which tool you want to use and how shaped you want them. So the easiest way is to start off, turn your flower over, just run your ball tool over the back of the petals, and just carry on around the flower.
So that's pretty straightforward.
That's really straightforward. There's nothing, and if you carry on doing that, you can come like a little, I'm trying to think of the flower.
Tulip?
Really
Chrysanthemum.
Oh, wasn't going to go with that.
It wasn't that one. And they all come in around each other. I have done it No, I'm looking for a project. I don't think it's sure. I have done it on a project in the past and it looks really effective. I mean, if you do it in paper, you get a different result to if you do it in card, because the paper behaves differently. It moulds differently. So these are all 216 GSM, so it's kind of in the middle. So that's one effect. Again, if you go the other way, take that same flower, you've brought in all the ends, push down in the middle, and then just press the centre in the opposite direction, and you've got a different shaped flower. So we've done exactly the same, and again, layer these up.
And they probably won't get as crushed on a card or anything doing them that
Exactly,
way around,
exactly. Again, you can look at these and use your tweezers, and you can twist your petals or push your petals around.
See, these dies you could use all year long, couldn't you? Because you can do the Christmas flowers,
Exactly.
summer flowers, anything, can't you?
I think they're a must, I gotta be honest. I would not have any qualms about buying these at all.
They are a must-have die, I would say, in your collection.
Definitely. And in each kit you've got a small and a large flower. So that could be the small flower for the centre. And again, bring your petals up. So you've shaped your flower then. So there's another shape.
Lovely.
You can also twist them. So we've used, hold your base with this if you're going to twist them, because you don't want to rip them.
Oh, so they can face the right way on the card then as well.
So you're twisting the base.
Oops. So there's a lot you can do then, isn't there?
Exactly.
It's just a matter of having a play with them, and
just go with it.
I like that effect, Al.
It's
That's
lovely.
nice. Yeah,
it's a
pretty.
nice effect.
I feel like the ER music should be playing or something. It seems very like.
Is it a bit surgical,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Well,
it used to be the clinic down.
I was just
Yeah,
going to
true,
say
true.
that. So again, just go with it. So that's another little effect where you've got a little bit of a twist.
You can layer them up. as well,
You can
can't
layer
you?
these up. I like to offset the petals.
So what do you put in the centre then, Al? Would you put some jewel drops? Or?
You could put crystal drops in there. You could put a bead if you're a beader,
nice, yeah.
and you've got pretty beads
like a
left
sticky
there.
diamante thing or
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
you can use anything like that. What else can I think of? Seed pearls, you know, the little tiny ones. Put a bit of glue and sprinkle your seed pearls.
Or sequins, anything. I
Glitter,
suppose, yeah.
sequins, anything at all you can put in the centre of your flower. So that's the one. This one then, I like to do slightly different. Have you got a scissors behind you by there, please? Because I've not brought one with me.
Some little ones or big ones?
Little one will be fine. That'll do lovely. So this one, if you cut a little bit further down than is already cut. With these flowers as well, I've just cut the outer edge. You've also got an inner edge that cuts the pattern, which I haven't even started with that one. And if you want to do those, you can just layer up a plain base and the pattern top, and they look gorgeous.
Tell you what, these would be nice on as well, is like when people make their own wreaths for their front door.
Exactly.
Or inside the house.
Exactly.
These would really set off around the baubles and stuff if you're doing stuff like that. I used to make bauble wreaths
Oh,
years
fantastic.
ago, and these would have been awesome for sticking on for a bit more detail.
So again, I've brought the centre up. Use your bone folder. I'm just pulling back some of these petals. You can pull them all back or just some of them. And again, just press the centre. There's another one.
That's lovely.
So it's a bit daisy-ish. And again, you can put the smaller flower in the middle. And I would again layer that up. So you can keep the bottom one flat and just decorate the top one. Or shape the top one, should I say. So that's a few little ideas. I hope that's enough for you, Sharon.
Lovely.
On YouTube, Kim was asking what the dies were that you used there. I'll do my best to find out. as well, because you don't know the exact ones, is it?
I haven't wrote the names, but I will let you know.
It's the Beautiful Blooms section.
It's the Beautiful Blooms range.
The sets are so that you've got would be Sunburst Gazania on that one.
I think that's that one.
So that's Sunburst Gazania. If you type in Beautiful Blooms die set, Tonic Studios into Google, you'll see the sets there. So there's about 4 of them, all different flowers, really pretty to do this kind of technique with.
Yeah.
And on YouTube as well, someone asks, Jen asks, I am trying to make an exploding box. Any hints, please? It may be a bit difficult here,
exploding box.
One for next week.
Can I do that next week?
Yeah.
And we'll do an exploding box next week.
Because I'd quite like to see it. You know, I've never seen one actually being made.
Haven't you?
No.
Right. That'll be next week.
I always see the finished project and it looks amazing.
It is an amazing project. Yeah. It's a wow project.
Who wants to see that?
I'm not allowed to tell people how they made. It's like Magician's Code.
Well, I'm a bit like the Magician's Code, isn't it? Break the code, that's me. Because I want to see you making exactly the same as I've made.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have a secret thing about it. It's whatever I know, I'll share.
You'll be kicked out of the crafting circle, though.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Blacklist.
Oh, well, there you go.
Excuse me, I'm just going to
taken out of the book. Is that the other thing? Is that
that's I think it's
yeah.
Okay, so Sue asked us, she has the big bow die set, but she struggles to fathom how they all go together, also making card blanks out of the larger fancy shaped dies.
Okay, right, so I've cut some bows here, so if you're wondering, please excuse the state of these dies, I do apologise. I will show you mine. Right. They are a bit of a mess. I am so sorry. These are the large shape dies that we're talking about. I think so. Please tell me if I'm not. I don't have the numbers for these dies, I'm afraid, but I'm sure the guys will look for them for you now.
Those bows?
The bows.
592 and 593.
Oh, the number's on you then.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sorry. So I've cut the large shape bow. And I've used this one, which kind of looks a little bit weird. Well, you can see that. It looks a bit like an eye in the centre. And the reason it looks like that, oh, excuse me, I do apologise.
You're right there, love.
I got a bit of a cold.
Oh, do you need a little strepsil? Do you have one?
I have got some upstairs. I should have brought it down with me. So again, back to your bone folder. Right, one thing I haven't said, if you're going to back this die, you can back it, put your die behind it, but you would need to cut the centre out. So the little eye in the middle, you would cut out. If you're not going to, as we're not going to here, just do it gently, because obviously this is very delicate now. And just bend it into the centre. Take that out the way.
What can they use, Al, if they haven't got one of these? What would you use?
A scissors.
Yeah.
You could use the blade on a scissors. You could use a pencil. Anything that you can curl it around. So again, we're just holding that together.
Kim just said, that is sad, Dan. Do you read the back catalogue before you go to sleep? Do you read the number like that?
Oh yeah, you know.
What have I done?
It's just trained like that now. I'm just all up here. It's just codes.
Codes, tonic codes.
It's like a mind palace, like Sherlock. You know, I just sit there and it's like all the 500s on that side, and I'm just walking down corridors.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I know, right?
He just goes in the warehouse and looks at the boxes.
It's like,
so you just see numbers. It's like the Matrix, like when Neo sees it.
It's that. Don't worry. Okay. See, my head's too full of codes to come up with references. I can only reference codes. That's it now. I'm done.
So then we've got the little bit that wraps around the middle, little strip. So just place it in the centre. And exactly as we've just done with the creator, this is a little bit long, so just trim it to what you want. And just wrap it around the middle of the bow.
Wrap and glue.
Wrap and glue. exactly.
Lovely
So
Halloween colours there, Al.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I thought I'd be a little bit Halloween-y
You
today.
could even stick one on your pumpkin.
You certainly could. So then you've got your tails, and your tails can go wherever you choose to put them. So they can come out the side and you wrap it around like a present, or whoops, they go at the bottom. You can cut these as long as you want them or as short as you want them, but that's the kind of idea that we get. Or again, you can put them out to the sides, and that could wrap around your card, could be around your card blank.
And again, you can make them shorter, can't you? Just
Shorter,
by trimming them.
longer.
You don't want them as big as that.
If you wanted them longer, I would just cut halfway and then extend it.
So what would you do with this bit then?
That bit you can back this one with.
Ah.
This one gives you a different shape. You can put the pattern into this, but again, you can be a little bit rougher now because I haven't got any
Little details.
details at all. So again, exactly the same, little bit of glue in the middle, little bit of pressure holding it down. Oops. But again, you can back your bow, so you've got the two colours. These again react better to a thinner cardstock. If you're going to use a thick cardstock, they don't tend to mould as well. They tend to crack on the sides rather than mould. So again, this is our 216, this is our Craft Perfect card. So just holding those, again, they are springy, so hold them a little bit longer. And then I would wrap around, a little bit longer still. I would wrap my centrepiece around. I don't know whether you can see that.
Probably go for a different colour there on the centre, wouldn't you?
You can do, or you can do it the same. It depends on what your back project is. If your project is all orange and you want a black bow. So that's how they work, Sue. Hope that's helped you.
Yeah, they're lovely, they are. Really nice.
Or was there anything else that you were wanting to know about them?
Again, someone has asked, what die is it, Dan?
What is it?
What die is it, Dan? Someone asked again.
Which one?
Missed
That
it.
one. Oh, 592,593.
There it is.
There you go. I was about to say, this is my how I operate currently with all the codes and stuff. It's just whenever I see a die, I just do this. It's just it's a constant number game.
I just realised what they put on the
Yeah,
backdrop
there
of
you go.
that. I was thinking, what has happened? Let's just check the questions here. What kind of glue are you using? It's the No.2
This
Deluxe,
is the No.2 Deluxe adhesive.
Yeah. What else do we have here? What kind of glue? Don't know why I'm singing it.
But you can if you want to.
Right, somebody did ask where you can get the craft kits. I think Owain answered, but just for everybody, you just, if there, there's a few left, so you just need to go to Tonic Craft Kit.
I'll put
www.toniccraftkit.co.uk.
I'll put the link in the comments. There we go.
It's a good one. You don't want to miss it. The last few are there, so if you do want one, you need to get in there quick. Don't worry, you can leave it because you can always watch it in 5 minutes.
It's okay. It's okay.
There's a deal show on the channel, so if anyone who's wants to go, you can watch this show back and catch up with Jodie, or you can vice versa. You can watch on her channel Rewind as well if you want to stick around.
Yeah, you can pause either one of us and rewatch after.
We don't mind.
No,
we don't mind.
Double content,
double
all
it.
the stuff.
Where do you get the flower shaping kit? It's the I think she means the
this one,
the
this
tool
kit.
kit, isn't it? The tool craft kit. Daniel,
what's it called?
256E.
There we are. He's on the ball, isn't he?
I know stuff.
256E.
Do you want me to get the GIF up again?
Oh my god!
And everything comes in that kit that I've just used there,
256E.
apart from the bone folder.
Tonic Craft Kit for your flowers.
Yeah, let me have a look. I'll just double
He's
check.
just checking. He's doubting himself.
I'm pretty sure it's right.
You wouldn't know if he was wrong anyway.
I wouldn't.
We're just going
I
along
don't
with
know
him.
numbers at all.
Oh no, it's not.
He's got it wrong.
What is it? 265.
Oh,
265.
Daniel.
Hang on.
You
is
no
it right?
longer can use the matrix.
265 is the singular one. 266 is the full one.
There we are.
266.
And it's the Floral Crafters Toolkit.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sue was also asked.
I think it was Rick. Is it the Easel Card, is it? Or?
We got another one. How to make large, fancy shaped cards using your dies.
Ah, yes.
So I've got one of our frame dies here. This is our swirly frame. But this could be any shaped die at all. Any plain shaped die. So that's all I'm doing is putting a crease in my card. And that is it. So that is going to be my spine of my card. So pop that away. So that's all I'm doing is resting the die on there. I will turn it over and show you. As I'm pushing it towards me, and it's locking on the edge of that spine. It won't go any further. So make sure you've secured it in place. And if I turn it over there, if you can see the cut edge, I don't know whether you will. The cut edge, see the little bit of metal above?
Overlapping, isn't
it's
it?
just overlapping the card.
You can see it, Al.
And that's as easy as it is, because you don't want to cut that card. Although, I will show you another way of doing it now, where I do want to cut the card. So I'll show you two ways of doing it. So I'll just run this through.
It's quite simple really, isn't it, the card
But
blanks?
it's easy when you know how.
Exactly. When people see it then it kind of just clicks into place, doesn't
Exactly.
it? Stuff usually isn't as complicated as what you might think.
So there's my card blank.
Done.
Done. And if it's the patterned layer inside, that will fit beautifully on there. Because you've literally just taken off the cut edge. You've not taken off any other sizing. So that fits perfectly.
Yeah.
So that is easy to do. But sometimes we want to make a card. I'm going to do it with a smaller die just to show you how it can be done. So I'm going to use the same card. I'm going to be a bit frugal today.
Nothing wrong with being a bit frugal now.
So I'm going to cut two shapes. No, there's nothing wrong with being a bit frugal now and then, is there? So sometimes you decide you want to cut a pattern card, shape card, and you've made a mistake. And you think, oh, look, I've got two edges. I didn't want this. You've got two plain shapes. Or it may be that you want a very big die. You've only got A4 cardstock. And the one side of the die is bigger than the A4 cardstock. Or half the A4 cardstock, should I say.
Jim's asking if we can still buy these dies. Is it these ones you're talking about there, Jim? Just clarify for me which ones you're after.
So we've got two shapes here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it over so you've got the rougher edge inside. Do you know there's two sides to your die cut? There's a right side and a wrong side. Your right side has got lovely smooth edges. Your wrong side has got a slightly rougher edge. If you feel around the edges, you can feel it rougher. That's your wrong side. So I'm going to just do a little crease line. This is about, how far in is that? It's about 1 inch in, so we're looking at 2.5 centimetres.
Which die is this one, Al?
This is swirling frame.
The swirling frame. Yeah, you can still get the swirling frame.
And this is the die set.
Yeah, just type Tonic swirling frame into a Google search and it should come up with some retailers there for you, Joan, if you're interested in getting that one.
I have a feeling, didn't Crafty Devils have a sale on it? I don't know if it's still on.
There was 30% off certain dies, I think, but I'm not. That was last week, so I don't
Oh,
know
was it? I don't know if it's still on.
So, guys, it's definitely worth a look.
So what you're going to do with this is going to be the back of my card. So on that little flap there, put a little bit of glue. and just glue the two pieces together. Sometimes on your die set there's a natural fold line where you could use. If I use this one and I was doing it that way, then I would use my fold line going from this scallop across. So sometimes there is a natural line that you're going to use.
Yeah.
There's no set size that score line has to be. So I've glued those two together. So you've got your back and there's your front. And that is how your card will stand up. I always put the score line to the back, not the front. But it will also make your tent card as well.
Lovely.
So hopefully that's helped.
Look at that. Quick and easy.
And you can make that from any die cut.
And then you can go
If
on
you
with your
wanted to
decorating.
use the largest size, to cut two of these from an A4 sheet, you wouldn't be able to, because you can see that's bigger. But I would do that exactly the same as I've done this one. I may score down slightly more, possibly about 1.5 inches maybe, just to give it a good top part. Plenty there to grip.
Yeah.
So I would do that exactly the same.
Lovely.
So hopefully that's helped again.
Oh, there we go. Icon UK has it, Joan, for £22.95. Tracy
There we go.
just said, so she's done her homework for you there.
The other bit I would say is if you were making a shaped card and say it had a rounded base, well, it's not going to stand. So what I would do then, I would take the back layer, just look at the back, just cut the back layer straight. Only a little bit, you only need to take a couple of mil off it, and that will hold it straight so it will stand up. So that's another little tip.
Lovely.
All right.
Right then, did we have any more that you wanted
We
to
had
do?
one as well for Ricky.
One more. I think we've got
And
time
it
for
kind
this,
of goes
the
on
last
from
one.
this again. She wanted to make a easel card from a shape die. So again, it's very, very simple. I am going to do a very, very similar starting point. Oops, let me take my die. And this time I've used the ribbon and bow set. I got one with a bit of tape on. There we are. Prepared. So again, I'm going to just measure how much do I need. And a little bit more there. And just make a score line. Did I make a score line?
Yeah, it's
I did,
very,
didn't
it's
I?
a bit
Very
faint.
I know, even I couldn't see that then.
I was thinking, did it come up?
Did it? Didn't it? Right, so there we are. So we're folding our card in half again. And we're going to do exactly the same as we've just done. So again, I'm locking this die over that fold line. So hopefully we're going to see a lot of these now on Tonic Live Chat.
Yeah, get your cards in, guys. We want to see, like, you know, with the tutorials we're doing, hopefully it'll encourage you to do some of these and post them on for Friday's show then.
Kim Norcross said about the bows, she says, Ali, I also cut two of the bows bits out and only folded them in half. They made huge bows and looked really pretty.
Lovely, good idea.
That's what
Don't forget
Post
to
a
share
picture
that.
up, Kim.
Yeah.
With this die, there's an obvious centre to the die. It's the point there, the two pointy bits. So what I would do then, I would take my scorer and score along that line. Sometimes it's not as obvious, but you need to find the centre. If you're a little bit off, it doesn't really matter. So then we're just going to fold that. Run our bone folder along. I've cut, oops, if I can pick it up. I've cut a plain shape, and that's all I would do is glue this together. So you're only putting glue on the bottom part, not the top part, because otherwise you won't be able to open your easel.
And then it wouldn't be an easel.
And then it wouldn't be an easel, no.
It'd just be a card.
Yeah, exactly. All glued together.
Oh God.
So there we are. There's our easel card.
Look how quick that is.
So you can see the shape there.
Lovely.
And there's the front. So you just put your stop there and there's your shaped easel.
Fab.
Simples.
Simples.
So I'm hoping that we've covered all your questions.
Again,
there.
we've done loads
Yeah.
in like a short space of time. Everyone's saying like that they're learning a lot, and it's, you know, hopefully
Yeah.
it's helping to give you a bit of inspiration as well, so you can get in the craft room and, you know, try out a few of the things that we're showing you today. Again, make sure you post your pictures ready for Friday's show for
Hashtag Show Tonic Showcase. I think that's the new name, isn't it? Show Tonic
Yeah,
Showcase.
Do you have to say it like that though? Showcase.
Yeah.
I think
So
you
gotta-
have to,
If I
Janelle.
could have like a
Set
mic
the
come down,
precedent.
like fight night as well,
Like
that'd be
the
good.
rock style.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's what everyone says.
So you can have this board here that goes
Yeah.
round.
I'll be the ring girl and I'll come round.
Oh
Hashtag
God.
Show Tonic Showcase.
Yeah, we got.
Good.
Oh, that was very girly the way you
Yeah.
did that there.
Getting into character. Wow, if you could see this.
I can
guys.
flaunt it, you know. That's
This
what it
is something
If
you
got
need
it
to
down,
see.
if you got it.
Yeah.
We've got a brand new launch sneak peek tomorrow on Tonic Live as well. So join us then. So if you're interested, you know, 'cause we haven't had lunch for about a week, so you've got some new
Yep.
stuff to see. That's tomorrow, 4 p.m. With the Tonic Trio, and that's what you got.
Did you know about that we have a sneak peek tomorrow?
That's
on
new
Tonic
to
Live?
me, but
Oh, yeah.
that's fine.
See, that's how
I'll be
sneaky
doing-
it is.
You better start baking, Alison.
They don't even tell me.
I'll do it in the I'll do the make.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God,
Nobody wants that.
No.
No. All right then, guys. Well, don't forget, ready for next week. Send us your ideas in for anything that you want to see, demos, tutorials, or just questions. Post them in the comments for us, or send them to me or Ali, or post them on the live chat page. We pick them all up. We do check them, and then we can get some on for next Tuesday. Then, so
Exactly.
the guys will see you.
Without your questions, we can't do this
exactly,
thing.
we
Yes.
need you to bring them in to us. We do get quite a few, but obviously.
More the merrier.
The more the merrier. Just get them all in for
Yeah.
us.
We'll sort out all the daily competitions tomorrow as well,
Yes.
and we'll go through them all. So we'll have a double winner announced tomorrow.
Double
and
whammy.
another prize.
Double
Oh,
whammy winner.
didn't say. Did we do that yet?
I'll do
For-
it tomorrow.
Okay, all right. Do
And
it
don't
tomorrow
forget,
as well.
No question is silly.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
you can guarantee somebody else is thinking exactly
Yeah,
the same
and
as
they
you.
just don't want to ask.
And they don't want to ask, so you ask for
Yeah.
them.
Exactly.
Boom.
Here we are.
Here we are.
So have a lovely day.
Yep.
Keep nice and dry and warm. Go and get yourself another cuppa, and we'll see you soon.